here is Mitch McConnell. You know, Mitch McConnell has the same sort of idea that that Ted Cruz does. Seen Sarah Palin, seen Ben Shapiro, seen Ted Cruz complain about the idea that so many white men are being overlooked for the Supreme Court because Joe Biden wants to put the first black woman on the Supreme Court. How insulting it is to black women, how insulting it is to 94% of the American population. Mitch McConnell, when he goes out and he looks for staffers, he looks for the staffiest person in the country. Who is the greatest staffer that I can find?
Printed no copies ever.
Mitch McConnell goes out there and he looks for the biggest staff he can find. The one that will fit perfectly into his existing cadre of people in his office. And it just so happens, they're all one type of person. Here's Mitch McConnell.
Leader McConnell, how many black women do you have on staff, and how are they informing your decision to move forward with this SCOTUS nomination? And same question to the other senators.
How many what?
How many black women do you have on your staff, and are they informing your decision on how to move forward with the SCOTUS nomination? And same question to the other senators. Sorry. How many black women do you have on staff, and how are they informing your decision to move forward with the SCOTUS nomination? Same question to the other senators.
Actually, I haven't checked. We don't have a racial quota in my office, but I've had a number of African-American employees, both male and female, over the years in all kinds of different positions, including speechwriter.
Leader McConnell.
I haven't checked.
That says us probably something about his opinion of his white
I haven't seen any
staff.
of my staff.
Yeah.
I don't ever see my staff. They are very, very upset at the fact that it's a black woman. So, it's going to be interesting to see if their questioning is focused on that. It's sort of like they're trying to figure out how they're going to.
Well, they're filibustering in more ways than one. Right?
I'm sorry. Could you raise your? Could you drop your mask when you say that?
They're filibustering.
I'm sorry. Could you one more time? Let me think of a response to what you're saying.
How many black women do you have on staff? How many black women?
Let me think about your response.
How many black women do you have on staff?
They're informing my decision.
And I think they're kind of right to think that Biden is putting them in this position, but this is because Biden knows that they can't react to it. Like the only thing they can do is just complain about race.
Well, let's be clear. No matter who Joe Biden would put up for Supreme Court, they would have a negative response, right? I mean, they wouldn't even let Merrick Garland get a hearing under Obama. And the point is, there's never been a black woman who has been a Supreme Court justice. We should have that should not have been the case at this point. And I think probably Biden knows too, black women are a big voting bloc in the context of the Democratic Party. If you are aware of the Republican Party, you know that white men are a huge voting bloc for the Republican Party. Mm-hmm. And women who are anti-choice would come in second. White women who are anti-choice would come in second. That's basically it. And so that is why Donald Trump was told by the Heritage Foundation who to put up there, and he did. This is the way it works. And so, it's a smart move by Biden. But again, horrible one if he puts an anti-worker, union busting lawyer there.
The one who Lindsey Graham is like, now there's just multiple articles about how aggressively Graham is pushing for.
Right. And who cares if Lindsey Graham votes in favor of this nominee? It has zero political value. Mm-hmm. And you want to alienate unions? That would be idiocy. It would be sheer idiocy by Joe Biden to do something like that. Maybe he'll do it. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like an easy decision to appoint Ketanji Brown Jackson, but they could fumble the ball. She's already been through the Senate confirmation process. Clearly, that's who a lot of people in his circle want. Bing, bang, boom, let's get it over with.
They should have already have vetted or had a list, vetted and had a list of, they should have had a list for 5 nominees for each position on the Supreme Court. So there should be a list with 45 slots. You could have the same person who might be good for any number of the slots in there. They should have had this ready. They should already be interviewing people at the White House, because you did not need to be a genius to predict the possibility that any number of the geriatrics in the Democratic Party, or just chance itself, when you have a 50-50 thing, could lead to a lack of a majority, which the Democrats have at this moment. Luján from New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Had a stroke, Senator Luján. And the Democrats, as it stands right now, Ben Ray Luján, I think he's like he's only 49. I thought he was in his early 50s. He had a stroke.
Yeah.
He underwent brain surgery to relieve swelling. He's in the hospital. They don't know when he'll be out. The expectation is that he recovers. That's the expectation. And they don't have a working majority. They can't confirm anybody right now. It's a scary situation. They should get this done as quick as possible. The day that Luján can walk out of that hospital or be wheeled out of that hospital and taken to Washington, D.C., they should be ready to have that vote on the floor. I think I'm mispronouncing it, Luján. Doesn't matter. It's just one of the many, many ways that I have mispronounced names. But that's the, this is completely predictable. Mm-hmm. I think it said something 3 days ago about it.
More reporting this morning from the Prospect. David Dane tweeted this out. We told you that Supreme Court candidate Michelle Childs was a management-side labor lawyer. She's also notable for several tough-on-crime rulings that were so out of step legally that they were routinely overturned by higher courts. And just to put a button on that, Clyburn's spokesperson responded, the insinuation that Jim Clyburn were to put a nominee to the Supreme Court with the intent to undermine criminal justice reform is so preposterous that it discredits the integrity of this entire report. So that's those letters.
Who gives a shit about anybody's intent? Like, as Sam was saying on
also, I think Jim Clyburn's intent is fully questionable.
Yeah, but it's just not relevant.
Well, how cynical to use his cachet with Biden to put someone like this on the Supreme Court. Really just gross.
Transactional state politics.
But for the worst possible,
demon stuff, honestly.
Yeah, horrible.